What's up, familia? Welcome inside the Big Rig. Hope you guys are doing good. Keeping between the lines. Got your load secure. All right, man. I've already told you guys probably the freakiest thing that's happened to me out here on the road with that one weirdo, homie, out in the middle of nowhere, dog. It was just weird, right? Strange, a little bit scary, dog. But in that story, I think I had mentioned a clip of something else that happened. So I'll go ahead and share that story now. Years ago, I used to work for a truck driving agency, right? Just think of just a regular agency. Just like a warehouse agency, you know, just an agency that just sends you here, there, and everywhere to different jobs. You find that with trucking as well. So there's those truck driving agencies, and I went ahead and I was working for an agency, man, and they would hook me up with different jobs. And I personally, I don't regret it. I actually, going back, I would do it again because you gain a lot of experience, right? You gain a lot of experience because they just send you just anywhere, man. You deal with all types, you know, flatbeds, reefers, dry vans, doubles, whatever endorsements you have. I mean, you gained a lot of good experience right there, man. So anyway, they had sent me one night, because, you know, you work days, you work nights, you're pretty much just on call. They just say, hey, you know what, we got this job for you tonight or this morning or whatever, you're available. And the more you say no, the less likely it is that they're going to call you when work comes up. So I was like, yeah, let's do it, man. And it was that same night, so I went to work for Mission, like the tortillas, the tortilla chips, the actual tortillas, Mission. I went to go truck it for them, and they needed load to be taken up. I think it was from Rancho Cucamonga to Ventura, and then I needed to come down to Oxnard. I think I needed to do like 3 stops. One of those stops, I needed to unload it myself with a pallet jack. But this was all at nighttime. I forgot what time I started. I think I might have started like at 6 p.m. I'm guesstimating. I don't really remember what time I started out. It was like 6, 7 o'clock, man. So anyway, I get there, you know, they got pretty good equipment. Trucking it with a Freightliner, 53-foot dry van. And I'm hauling a lot of chips, tortilla chips. The Mission tortilla chips. So, anyway, I'm like, alright, cool. I go there, get the load. And hey, homie, I'm on my way, right? So I get to one stop, and you know, you back up to the dock. It was I think it was in Ventura. Back up to the dock, they unload. Alright, cool, feed it, man. Done with that one. By this time, we're already getting pretty late, right? And I knew, you know, I wasn't going to be able to finish this early, right? Especially, I kept on dragging my last stop. Because the last stop, there was going to be nobody there. I was going to have to unload with the pallet jack. And I did not prepare myself. I didn't prepare myself to go all night. You know, because it was just on call, man. They had called me sometime that afternoon. I don't know if it was like at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and said, hey, you know what, can you work for us? So, you know, I was feeling kind of tired. So off to the next stop, which I believe was like in Oxnard, I think, man. And so I go, same thing, you know, back up to the dock. Everything's all good. But when I backed up to the dock, this is the time that I noticed something. Because I backed up to the dock, and at this warehouse, I think there was only like one or two dudes that I saw, right? It's nighttime, man. I don't know what time it is now, but it's I don't know, it could be midnight at this point. But there were only night workers there, and there wasn't many. So I go in to the trailer to remove the bar. They had put bars across the trailer. You know, they're used there to secure the loads, but they're also there for them to show what stop, what product goes to what stop, right? And when I went to remove the bar, I thought, you know, I saw a couple of things on the ground, man. I saw like a couple of rags on the ground, and I thought I heard some noise. You know, I thought I heard some movement like towards the back, and I'm like, huh. All right, and I noticed a couple of like just dirty rags on the ground. I did, all right, you know, nothing to it, whatever. I'm not really thinking. I'm not putting too much thought into it, right? They go, they unload me. All right, cool, feed, man. Off to the next one. So I pull forward, close the doors. On my way, dog. Now this last stop was in East Los. All right, East LA. So I had a little nice drive ahead of me to get to my next stop. And you know, I had to take my lunch when I had to take my lunch and everything. And you know, now we're talking about, again, I'm just guessing here. It's been such a long time, man. Now we're talking, you know, but it's early in the morning. You know, 2, 3 in the morning, whatever it may be. I don't know, man. Anyway, I get to my last stop. Now remember, this last stop here, they had gave me the combination to the changing fence. And, or was it a combination? No, they had gave me a key, something, to the chain link fence to open it. There was going to be nobody there. And, this was not in East Los. This was actually in the city of Commerce. But there's going to be nobody there. So I had to back it up. And there was a pallet jack that there was there that I was going to have to use to unload, because this did have a lift gate. It was a 53-foot dry van trailer, but it did have a lift gate. So, all right, cool. I'm unloading. Right, leaving it where I was told to leave it at. And I'm hearing a bunch of noise, homie. You know, in the trailer. And I'm not really making much of it. I'm just like, oh, whatever, dog. Then I finally trip out, because the next time I'm going into the trailer with the pallet jack, because it's not like I had to take the pallets way far off where I'm far from the trailer. It's just right there. So I take the next pallet, and again I heard some noise. I'm just, well, you know what, it's the bags. So I don't know if anybody's ever got the Mission tortilla chip bags, dog. So I'm just, whatever. So, you know, you could hear it crinkling and stuff like that. I go, I look, and as I come back, there's a vato walking out of the trailer. You know, I'm walking in the trailer, and he's making his way towards me. You know, and he just kind of crouches down like he's scared, and I'm like, what the flying F, Foms, you know? Like, it scared me, dog. Well, it was a homeless guy who was sleeping in the trailer. He didn't really talk too well. You know, you could tell he was kind of off his rockers. So, he didn't really talk too well, man. And I was just like, man, because now I was kind of interested, you know. Now it was kind of interesting, like, hey, how long have you been here? And he had jumped in the trailer. Again, he didn't talk too well, so it was kind of weird off on how I was able to, you know, kind of get information from him. But, you know, he had jumped in the trailer, man. I guess over there in Rancho Cucamonga, you know, he had made his way into the yard and just kind of jumped in the trailer. I don't know why. You know, he was kind of not really all there, and he was just looking for a place to sleep. And I'm like, man, how did this dude just kind of sneak his way in? I mean, I guess it was after they had loaded the trailer. It had to be, right? Because if not, the loader would have noticed him. So this guy, some way, somehow, just kind of snuck his way into the trailer, and you know, it was strange, but it had happened another time to me as well, where the company that I work for today, I opened up the trailer, the trailer doors, and there was some dude just sleeping there, and I was like, what the heck, dog? You know, it was like, it was weird. So at some point, with that guy, I did not talk to him. I did not get information. I just kind of woke him up, and I was just like, hey, man, hey, you got to get out of the trailer. And he was just like discombobulated, and he was just like, oh, damn, there's construction going on right here. He was just discombobulated, and he was just like, oh, man, and he just gets off the trailer and just, you know, says, I'm sorry, and just walks off, man. I was just like, what the hell, man? But this other time that I'm telling you guys about, while I was working nights, that one actually did kind of scare me, man, as I was walking into the trailer, because as I was walking into the trailer, you know, it's dark. I could just kind of see a silhouette of a person just kind of walking and then crouched down, and that did kind of freak me out. But yeah, it was just a homeless guy. I'm just assuming that after they had loaded the trailer, he had kind of snuck his way in there and kind of climbed over, you know, the product to kind of hide himself, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm not really sure. So, you know, many years ago, if you bought yourself some Mission chips and some of them were crushed, there you go. It's because dude was climbing over them. Hey, man, that was a, you know, for a split second, it was a very scary moment. But yeah, anyway, that was kind of a trippy time, dog. And the fact that every time the trailer was being unloaded, I guess he would make his way, you know, further back. So that's kind of with the noise, I guess I would hear it, you know. But either way, Holmes, he got out of the trailer and just went on his way, and that was that. And I just kind of went back, and I just told the loader supervisor there, like, hey, man, I just told him what happened. He's all like, dang it. You know, he didn't talk to me about it. I was really tired. I was very sleepy by this time. I don't know, Holmes. It was probably like 6 in the morning or something, and I had not prepared myself to work that night. So he had kind of, you know, slapped himself in the forehead, like, oh, man, almost like if it's happened before. So I don't know if it has or happened. He didn't tell me. And that was kind of the end of that. But there you guys go, familia. As always, live your life like you're on the road. Be aware of your surroundings and always keep it safe. This is Blood Makes Reliable. Loyalty makes friends. Until next time, this is Ed the Total Trucker. Over and out.